The NBA season is a grind. There's no question about it. And tonight may be another game in the endless stretch of games, but that don't make it any less important. Time to put on my game face and do what I do. Win games.
The fading amber light gleaming over the Valley of the Sun here in Phoenix, Arizona. 2K Sports checks in with their loyal viewers with a broadcast from Phoenix, the home of the Suns, the U.S. Airways Center. With that road trip behind them, the Suns ready to perform in front of their hometown fans. Suns trail by 8. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Just 5 to shoot. There's Freak. And count it from 19 feet away. Freak's got his first basket. Quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You look at Memphis, advantage in 1 series. And, of course, the Suns down 4 spots from them.
And I think for the Suns, they're in the mix for a playoff spot, which is definitely a positive. But I'm sure they'd like to have had their hands around that spot a little tighter than they do.
For sure. I mean, it's certainly not a sure thing at this point. They've got work to do yet.
Randolph goes in, misses from short range.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Lee outside. Conley kicks to Gasol. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Feasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
To the middle, here's Lee, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Ooh. That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. John Lure comes in for Morris. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe.
You know, Dave Joerger, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Now here's Barnes. He's tightly guarded. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, that's a lot of good passing out there. They've really got that ball hopping around.
Yeah, the ball moves a lot faster than any player could ever hope to move, and it also creates a lot of good scoring chances when your passing is this crisp.
Offensive rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
He kicks the lead. A wide open look for Gasol, and it's Freak with the rebound. And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Joerger. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Knight passes to Freak. Down low. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
There's the bucket. Good.
And their offense already in a flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Pass to Len. He feeds it to Freak. Here's Lure, guarded by Wright. And it's Freak missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Now Udrih looking for his first basket still in this one. And there's the feed to Wright. Gasol a screen. And that one's good. Barnes. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets. Move the ball. Stick it to the line.
Knight with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. 50 left in the first. Udrih dishes to Gasol. The ball. Now guarded by Len. Gasol. No luck. Now the Suns. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Dave Joerger. Doris, what do you have to say?
Yes, Kevin, his team has had some success, and he told me that a lot of it is how well they were able to move the ball against them. He said, looking at the one game we dropped, really, we just got lazy on offense. I told the guys to always be cutting and moving the ball around, and we'll be in good shape. Let's see if that holds true.
Doris, thanks. Guys, shooting is a chief concern for them.
And if that is the focus, then their ball movement is going to have to be sharp today.
It's very rare that you see a team shoot the ball well without moving it well. And that's the hidden message when the coach talks about their shooting.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
While we have the chance, we'd like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. Second, the Grizzlies.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Knight kicks to Lewis. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And here's a look at some stats for Marc Gasol. The past month has been surreal. 8th in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And, you know, his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation.
Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Brandon Wright.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
Yeah, and as a coaching staff, you feel helpless here. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You just hope they snap out of the rut.
Knight kicks to Freak. There's the pick. Back to Knight. Len sets a screen for Knight. Tries to snap the cold streak. Suns keep it alive. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Barnes. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Here is Knight. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Freak. He got it up in time. But and the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talk.
We feel like we're
One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through. Can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or did it really take something out of them?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike, and I mean that literally as well. But their problems did set them back, and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issues.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Suns, Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with Freak, and it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo, and he's aging gracefully.
Conley kicks to Green. Back to Conley. Inside.
That's a wall.
And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Conley. And that's 13 points for Marc Gasol. Suns trail by 15.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
And here's Bledsoe. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Lee against Knight. Len, a screen. Fires from the corner. That's short off the rim.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Lee kicks to Udrih from the low block. Rebound by the Suns. Lewis got rebound number 5 here tonight. Knight against Lee. Knight into the lane. And again, it's the Suns missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Now Udrih. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pass to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. trying his luck deep. Udrih can't hit.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Freak with it. He's picked up by Lee. Len's shot is off.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And that one's good. Lee's got 8 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
The ball.
Knight passes to Freak. Len a screen. Freak kicks to Knight. The pass to Len and stolen by Wright. Here's Udrih, guarded by Len. Now Udrih. Green, the screen. Here's Wright. Clock at 6. That's good. And it's Udrih with the assist that time. Udrih has got 3 assists now in this one. Knight dishes to Warren. Now here's Knight. He's guarded by Udrih. A minute 42 left now here in the second. Over to the left wing. Shot to stop the drought, and the jumper is good. Knight's got his first bucket of the night. And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Green, the screen. Udrih, the pass to Green. Now here's Barnes. 8 points for him. And Udrih kicks to Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got 12 now in this quarter.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Great open look there.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Green with a screen on Knight. Green up on top. Uncovered. And no good as it rattles out. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And it's Freak missing.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Knight kicks to Freak. Outside Knight. There's the dish to Freak. Feeds the Len. Passes it to Freak. Here's Warren. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And through one half.
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. We came out and laid an egg that first half, straight up. Right now, any change to wake us up would be welcomed. But we know.
Okay, pay attention so we can cover some stuff. We're capable of much better basketball than we played in the first half. We've got to keep a much tighter handle on the basketball. That part's obvious. I don't want to go over how many possessions we wasted with dumb turnovers in that half. I also have to say...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. It's making some changes. Alex Len's checked in for Markieff Morris. Freak comes in for Booker, and it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe. The Grizzlies also changing it up. White is checked in for Randall. Barnes comes in for Green, and it's Udrih in for Tony Allen. So on the floor for Memphis. Conley out there with Udrih. Then it's Brandon Wright. Then it's Marc Gasol. And it's Barnes in at the 3. And it's Freak missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers stepped up to deliver. He had 9 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
You know, let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
Barnes dishes to Conley. Wright sets a screen. Udrich the pass to Conley. Wright sets a screen for Conley. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Knight wide open. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Knight's got 6. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Shot off the screen. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Here's Udrich. He dishes it to Gasol. Rejected by Len. Conley against Knight. Kicks it to Len. Chandler outside. Dishes it to Freak. Len with a screen on Barnes. Knight with it. Conley picks him up. Freak sets a screen for Knight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Phoenix. John Lure comes in for Chandler. And it's T.J. Warren in for P.J. Tucker. And Memphis also making a switch. Lee's checked in for Udrich. Outside Knight. Len with a screen on Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Warren with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Freak. Good D by Lee.
And guys, Courtney Lee now having completed 7 full seasons, very much the same guy now as he was entering the league. A 3-and-D prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
Talking about Courtney Lee, you know the ball handling and court vision are suspect, but you know you don't care because he's provided solid defense on the wing, Clark, and he's hit over 40% of his threes last year.
And he's also one of the best free throw shooting 2 guards in the league, Kevin. And last year he and Conley were out of sight at the end of games. That's a wonderful combo to have, 2 great free throw shooting guards late.
Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Gasol on the high post. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Gasol's got 17 now.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's 2.
Here's Knight. Again, the miss by Knight.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Lee kicks to Barnes. Memphis moving it around. Pass to Conley. Courtney Lee is on the wing. The three-pointer, no good. Phoenix has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Warren kicks to Freak. There's the pick. Baseline J on the way. Offensive rebound. And for Memphis, they're shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. They get Marc Gasol.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Wright with a screen on Knight. Conley kicks to Gasol. Knight grabs the board. He feeds it to Warren. Pass to Freak. Now the dish to Knight. Freak sets a screen for Knight. Warren kicks to Len. And the pass to Freak. The feed to Len. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Warren. But he recovers it.
Tough play underneath to give them another shot.
Now here's Freak. D right on him. Knight kicks to Lure. Passes to Len. Goes up again.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That free throw missing.
John Lure taking 2 shots.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. Hudson Chandler, he's checked in for the Suns. Freak comes in for Sonny Weems. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Stokes. Wright comes in for Vince Carter. Lee's checked in for Allen. And it's Mike Conley in for Smith. Freak in at shooting guard. Warren is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then there's Ronnie Price, and it's Chandler in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Teletovic passes to Freak. They set the pick. Over in the corner, Warren. Feeds it to Freak. He dishes it to Warren. Price outside. Fires the 3. Phoenix, no good that time either. For Memphis, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Wright with a screen on Price. Goes up off the pick. And Wright throws it down hard.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Warren kicks to Chandler. Now here's Freak, covered by Lee. Dishes it to Freak. Pass to Chandler. A shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
And Phoenix making a change here. Lure's checked in into the playoffs last year with Portland being a division winner, but getting that 4th seed, that played a huge role in this conversation about playoff seeding structure. San Antonio would end up playing the Clippers in the first round, even though both had better records than the Blazers.
Kevin, no doubt it's a tricky situation. Listen, you want to reward teams for winning their division, but every so often it comes at the expense of several other teams, like it did last year, who just play in stronger divisions. So I think that's something that the league is going to have to look at moving forward.
Gasol's shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Freak with it. He's picked up by Lee. Chandler, no good. His leads have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. Here's Wright, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Brandon Wright.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Price kicks to Warren. To the paint. Here's Freak. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Freak's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
They double-team Conley. And Gasol, here we go. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Gasol's got 21 in the game.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Shot from 12. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Team Conley. Gasol kicks to right. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Grizzlies.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And, Greg, this gives them some gloating room, if you will. It's a special win because now they'll finish 3-1 against them.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Zach Randolph. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
A good night of work for Freak. He has 15 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Adams checked in.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
Well, T.J. Warren had a very interesting start to his NBA career. Spent most of the first half in the D-League. In the second half, Clark, he finally got some minutes and really provided a spark.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't have great range on his jumper right now, and he's not an elite ball handler, but he's one of the best cutters in the game. Moves well without the ball, so I think his future is bright nonetheless.
And they'll keep possession, and they get it back. Tries yet again. He takes it up. And lays it in. And Phoenix has possession. And here's Freak. Misses the shot. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care.
Well, Mark, it certainly seemed like you guys...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan play. Zach Randolph. He came out of the locker room at halftime with some nice shooting, going 3 for 3 to start the third quarter.
Well, it's safe to say that Zebo has mastered the art of playing the low post guy.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson.
Yeah, send him in.
Yvette, please.
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
A look at the east over downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Still glowing in the evening twilight. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. And Doris Burks on the sideline as well. You'll see lots. Clippers trail by 5. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Stevenson in at the 3.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
Jordan the screen. Stevenson a screen on Bledsoe. Paul kicks to Redick. From the arc. No luck. Nice D from Freak.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Kicks to Bledsoe. Clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns answer.
And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. 5th on the list, Chris Paul.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
In addition to being unbelievably gifted shooters. I mean, these guys have some of the smoothest, sweetest strokes in the NBA, which means they have some of the best strokes in the world.
Here's Griffin. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Clippers trail by 4. Now Stevenson. His last outing, he had 8 points. There's the dish to Jordan. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here, and he gets it to go. Paul's got his second basket. And so here's Phoenix, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them, because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Lenz checked in for Chandler. Lure comes in for Morris, and it's T.J. Warren in for P.J. Tucker.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Warren dishes to Freak. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Lure, top of the key. Feeds to Warren. Here's Freak. Rebound by the Clippers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
And, you know, they'd say they were aggressive. The other guys might say they got a favorable whistle. We'll see if that continues tonight and what gives. You know, one of the things I think we forget about with Chris Paul is just how clutch he is as a player. I mean, hitting the go-ahead shot in Game 7 against the Spurs last postseason was a big reminder to everyone that this guy is clutch.
Paul missing again. The Suns have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
Kevin, Coach believes that they've been able to win 2 of their 3 meetings against this team because of the mismatches they were able to create on the offensive end. He said, we have so many guys that can cause problems for a team that if we keep setting picks and forcing switches, we can put up a lot of points in a hurry. We'll see if they can take advantage of their matchups, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And guys, the focus being on the offensive side of things, they obviously don't want to let their defensive guard down, so to speak, can they?
No, they're still going to have to be sharp on the defensive side of the floor. It's just that getting into an is going to be the main focus here early on.
I'm with you on that mindset, but it does leave the door open for them to be taken advantage of at the defensive end. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Over in the corner, Warren. Lure the pass to Freak. Shot to stop the run. Puts up the baby hook. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, a chance here to check out Chris Paul. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's averaging about 19 points per, 10 assists, and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Los Angeles timeout.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Kevin, let's see how the Clippers have performed over the last few weeks. First in assists, second in scoring, and they're number 2 in fewest turnovers a game. I call that squeezing the orange, and that's a team effort.
Chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
Johnson kicks to Paul. Off the pick. And the wide open shot from Redick. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Redick's got 5.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Warren. Cranes it from 17 feet out. Here's Paul. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Johnson outside. Shoots. The Clippers keep it alive. The feed now to Redick. Shoots the 3. Cannot hit. The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to the Grizzlies.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not. And that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
The Suns have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool and consistent at the stripe this year, I mean, that's impressive.
Paul with the ball, and it's Knight picking him up. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They set the pick. Back to Paul from outside the arc. Good. Paul's got 11.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Redick. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 3 assists now in this one. And we reach the end. And a word from Chris Paul, who has a little something to say about the success of a very special and influential teammate, Blake Griffin. Of course, we know that Blake would say the exact same thing about Chris Paul. You know, Chris and Blake Griffin share so much in common when it comes to being the hardcore Clippers their owner brags about all the time.
And you think about it, Chris Paul is not easily impressed, nor is Doc Rivers, for that matter, but both of these guys have praised Griffin for how hard he's worked and how far he's come in his career.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with Freak, and it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Crawford against Bledsoe. Jordan the screen. Griffin attacking. Excellent use of the screen that time. Griffin's got his second bucket of the night.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Count that one. 10 points for Markieff Morris. Clippers leading by 7.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectation.
Dishes it to Griffin. Back to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Griffin from deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Suns making a switch here. Booker's checked in. And the Suns also making a change. Freaks checked in. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Now here's Crawford. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis. The shot by Pierce will not go. And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
The shot's good from Griffin.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Chandler a screen. Morris with the screen for Bledsoe. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Boy, they really started to come on here in the second.
Clark, it's about how much more focused they look offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground.
Jordan kicks to Paul. Jordan the screen. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Crawford outside. Lets the three fly. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 7 points for Crawford.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Tucker dishes to Morris. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Clippers leading by 14. Paul outside, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
Some changes for Phoenix. Alex Len comes in for Chandler. And Warren subbed in for P.J. Tucker. Lance Stephenson's checked in for the Clippers. Redick comes in for Jamal Crawford. Jordan the pass to Redick. Jordan the screen. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's Eric Bledsoe with the rebound. And the shot is good. Jordan's got... his second basket of the game.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy.
2K leaderboard.
Get into
the
them on the
NBA
perimeter.
steal leader since the All-Star break. Fifth on the list, Chris Paul.
You know, Kevin, sometimes players fade out after the All-Star break. They start cruising a little bit, but not so with him. I mean, he's working just as hard on defense now as he was earlier in the season. And you can see it starting to pay off.
The Suns making a switch here. Lure's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Aldridge comes in for Jordan. And Wesley Johnson has subbed for Blake Griffin. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played really well. He picked up 10 points and flashed his range a few times in the process. Just the kind of game his team needed in a must-win situation.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Pass to Stevenson. Over to the wing. And there's the pass to Redick. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Warren.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Here's Johnson. Here's Aldridge, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Freak kicks to Lure. Passes it to Len. Bledsoe outside. Freak dishes to Lure. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
They set the pick. Johnson, the pass to Redick. Right at the free throw line. No good. Nice D from Freak.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
It's deflected, and the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot, but he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Warren kicks to Freak. But they'll get another chance. Warren dishes to Len. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And he gets it to go. Suns trail by 12 to the paint. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Len's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And stolen by Freak. 3-on-3. Bledsoe passes to Freak. Len dishes to Freak. That cuts the lead to single digits. Freak's got 7 points.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Johnson with a screen on Bledsoe. Bledsoe against Paul. With some arc. The shot misses. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Paul with the defensive effort.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 9. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Some ground for you to make up, no doubt, here in the first half. What are the areas you need to improve on to get back even with them?
I think we just need to step our energy level up a little bit. We seem to be moving around like we were playing underwater in that first.
And now the third quarter about to get going. Freaks checked in for Booker. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. So for the Clippers right now, inside it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Pierce in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Griffin. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
14 feet away, and again, it's the Suns missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And regarding Griffin's low block shot number, for some guys, they simply lack a certain field part for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
Chandler a screen. Suns moving the ball around. Morris with the screen for Bledsoe. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And he came off that screen and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Paul. 14 points for him. Jordan kicks to Crawford. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the baseline, and Griffin with the score. The assist by Crawford. 16 points for Blake Griffin.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Morris a screen. Here's Bledsoe. No luck. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Pierce attacking. He dishes it to Crawford. Jordan kicks to Pierce. Jordan the screen. At the elbow, Paul. No good. Good D by Bledsoe. Suns trail by 12.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Kicks to Freak. Puts up a 3. And the shot is good. Freak's got 10 points in the game. The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Paul with the ball. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Alex Len comes in for Chandler. And Knight subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Clippers. It's Knight with the drive. Here's Freak. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. And that's 12 points for Freak. And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
Knight kicks to Freak. 20 feet out. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Freak's got 14 points for the game.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Picked by Griffin. Crawford drives in. It's blocked. And here's Tucker. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
How about this run they're in the midst of? On the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead.
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Lures checked in for Phoenix. T.J. Warren comes in for P.J. Tucker. And then for Los Angeles, Wesley Johnson's checked in for Pierce. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Redick with the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Clippers leading by 5. It's Redick on the wing. Plenty of space. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 4th assist in this one. The Suns have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Now here's Freak, covered by Redick. Knight kicks to Freak. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Len. From 11 feet away, Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. Redick is in the corner. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Knight into the lane and stolen by Jordan. The dish now to Johnson. Finished off the break. Johnson's got his first points of the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Stevenson kicks to Aldridge. Lynn with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lynn. It's Redick on the wing. He's guarded by Knight. And he uses the glass on the layup. Aldridge has got his second bucket tonight.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Back to Knight. He kicks it to Len. Out to the right wing. 4 on the shot clock. Freak. Rebound by the Clippers. Stevenson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Johnson gets the bucket.
Wesley Johnson.
Now Knight. He's got 6. There's a good screen. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it.
Sounds good. Hit. Shooting one.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Freak is out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Chandler in a... the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. No luck. Griffin with some nice D. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. Penalty situation. Shooting for Phoenix. Paul Pierce. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen. 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
You know, mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Knight kicks to Morris.
Ball inside.
The fader. Again, the miss by Morris. And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building.
Chris, you're...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we... DeAndre Jordan.
I said for a long time that DeAndre Jordan should be getting a lot more credit.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild...
I know money is. I find it.
Hello. Okay, well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today. I especially like to thank God, my Lord and Savior, my family, my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti, twin sister and manager, Cece, my lady. Thank you guys for all your support. I'd also like to thank all the fans, and all the people out there who consider themselves an FOF, a friend of free. My free, it is for this reason, above all, I've decided to choose the Brooklyn Nets.
Talent they have on that team. They're going to.
Sis, all started here.
Yep, right here in the dome.
Yeah, man, I was all about living the dream. Yeah. Salutations, I am Sharonis Jackson, portraying the role of Frequency Vibrations, AKA Freak. I am from the Inland Empire, California, Philadelphia born, just showing love to everybody out there. That's a FOF.
Hello, world. It's your boy Wade Wilson, AKA Big Van Leah, Basquiat, an FOF, friend of Freak. Hey, I was born in Oakland, raised in Richmond, represent all day. Love y'all.
What's up, world? My name is Michelle Mitchenor. I play Cece. I'm representing Jersey. Shout out to my people on the shore and in the city. I'm now residing in LA, living the dream.
What's up, family? This is Gina Breedlove from Fort Greene, representing the Republic of Brooklyn, New York. I play Miss Martha. I wish you all so much love and peace.
What's up, everybody? My name is Arthur Richardson. I play Mr. Pete. I'm a GI soldier. That's Gary, Indiana, for those that don't know. And remember, it's not just a game.
What's up, y'all? My name is Anya Engel.
Welcome to your second NBA season. Now that your career is progressing and your brand is growing, you will be challenged with managing increasing demands off the court. In between games, you'll have decisions to make on how to spend your off days. Will you refine your skill on the court and work on increasing your attributes in live practices? Do you want to earn fame and extra money by partnering with global brands? Or would you rather establish personal connections with some of the game's most influential personalities, which bring with them a variety? It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-round. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the Bulls, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And of course, Freak playing here tonight. You've probably heard his story by now. Lost a friend of a long time in the offseason. Very tough to deal with, obviously. How hard is it going to be for him to get his focus back, Shaq?
It's going to be tough, Ernie. He lost someone that he knew for a long time, and it's going to weigh on him. This will be one of his most trying seasons of his career.
Man, I feel for Freak.
And just before the game, the championship ring was distributed to the players by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for this team and their fans.
Mike Dunleavy. Joakim Noah.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Nets trail by 6. Livingston kicks to Young. To the left wing. Baseline J on the way. And it's Freak missing. The Bulls have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And now here's the 2 with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. Number 5, the Bulls.
I guess time will tell if they can repeat that level of success from a year ago when they were one of the best long-distance shooting teams in the league.
Lopez a screen. Johnson outside. Now. In the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Butler passes to Rose. Gibson the screen. Butler kicks to Rose. Can't connect from short range.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Lopez with the steal. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Outside Rose. Butler in the corner. And again, Chicago. No good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Young against Noah. Young dishes to Freak. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Well, a bit of a tragic note for Freak. He'll be playing this season after the loss of a longtime friend over the summer break.
Yeah, that's hard to hear, and certainly going to be difficult for him to work through that. Going to be on his mind all year. Never easy to go on about business as usual when you have that kind of heartache and loss.
Back to Johnson. He kicks to Freak. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
That's good. Nets trail by 4. Dishes it to Freak. Lopez a screen. Freak kicks to Young. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Timeout for the Bulls.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Well, we've got a moment to look back at last year's Bulls. Second in opponent points per game, second in fast break points, and converting turnovers into points was a specialty of theirs. I mean, they ranked second in that category.
And you talked about their defensive ranking. I mean, they really do a good job of holding their opponents to a low point output each and every night. That grindhouse style really wore on teams.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. The Nets also changing it up. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson sub in for Joe Johnson. Livingston kicks to Freak. Feeds to Robinson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Robinson's got his first points of the night. Now here's Rose. 8 points for him. Robinson pulls it in.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And a wide open look for Freak. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Bulls leading by 3. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
I asked him about the matchup problems created by a player like Andrea Bargnani, a 7-foot sharpshooter. He said he can give us problems, no doubt. It's tough to really bother that shot, and he can also put it on the deck and drive. We've got to just get into his body, try to make him a facilitator rather than a scorer. Kevin, we'll see if they're successful.
Thank you, Doris. The pass to Butler. Noah the screen. They set the screen. Butler on the way. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by the Nets. 1:21 left in the first quarter. Now Chicago is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Mirotic the pass to Rose. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight. Nets trail by 3. Here is Livingston looking for his first basket still in this one. He feeds it to Freak. The dish to Robinson. Robinson sets a screen for Freak. Down low. Shoots from 12. Shots good from Bargnani.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Rose with the ball. Out defended by Freak.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
The Bulls leading by 3. Outside Rose. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And both free throws good for Rose. Livingston. And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls lead by 5. The second quarter. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened. Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become 2 of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Yeah, either
well.
one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Otto Porter Jr. out there with Mirotic, and it's Gasol right at the center filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. A second chance effort, and again, no good by Chicago.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Jack kicks to Freak. Bargnani a screen on Rose. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Rose. And stolen by Mirotic. Here's Snell. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. Nets trail by 7. Here's the screen. Livingston dishes to Freak. Robinson sets a screen for Freak. Robinson kicks to Livingston. Shot clock at 6. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half, really getting after it defensively.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Livingston passes to Freak. The Nets working the ball around now, 18 feet out, and that one hits back iron.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And he makes no mistake on the slam. Dunk.
And you can tell he's hungry, because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. There's a screen by Robinson. Livingston dishes to Freak. The three-pointer off the mark. The Bulls leading by 7. Kicks it to Butler. It's deflected. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals. That allows you to get out in transition.
2 minutes, 2-1.
One-on-one fast break. And that one's good. Freak's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Rose kicks to Gibson. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists now in the game. Here is Livingston. He's covered by Rose. Here's Freak. No good from outside. Chicago leading. Noah the screen. Butler in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And it's Freak missing. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settled.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Bulls leading by 4. The kick outside to Butler. Butler missing again.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Livingston passes to Bargnani. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Bargnani's got his second bucket of the night.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And another fast break for Brooklyn. The Nets are running. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And that one's good by Noah.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Here's Livingston. Creams the three-pointer. Livingston's got 7 points in the game. And the first half comes to a conclusion. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. A fantastic game from... So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Dunleavy. Tony Snell's checked in for Butler. And Porter subbed in for Rose. Bargnani is checked in for Brooklyn. Freak comes in for Bogdanovich. Setting the floor for the Nets. Freak in at shooting guard. Brook Lopez is out there with Bargnani. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Johnson in at the small forward spot. To the middle, here's Freak. Can't hit from in close.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
That gives them the lead. 10 points for Nikola Mirotic.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
And there's the feed to Bargnani. Porter against Jack. Back to Bargnani. Gasol with the steal. Snell, that's good. Now it's a 4-point Chicago lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And it looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Robinson's checked in for Lopez. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Joe Johnson. And it's Livingston in for Jarrett Jack. Gasol is screen on Robinson. Gibson dishes to Mirotic. Releases from 15. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Shot to stop the run. Rejected by Gasol. Here's Snell. He has 7. Fires the 3. And that one's good. Snell's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. There's a screen by Robinson. Livingston kicks to Freak, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol. The Nets have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8, and he makes the first.
Freak at the line for 2.
And both free throws good from Freak.
Take a look at the numbers in this one for Freak. He's got 8 points and 2 steals. Good contributions for him offensively with the assist, and also making some nice steals.
You know what, Clark? You're right on the money with that. He's been just as creative as he has been disruptive.
Snell, the pass to Gasol. Looking to get it going, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's Chicago. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And here's Porter. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one, and that is good. And the Bulls lead by 8.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
There's a screen by Robinson.
Move the ball. Stick it to
Passes it to Freak. To the wing right side. No good from Bargnani.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Porter kicks to Gasol. Here's Gibson. Off the left rim and out. Nets trail by 8. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And both free throws good from Gibson. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Nets trail by 8. There's a screen by Robinson. Livingston kicks to Bargnani. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 4 assists now tonight.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Derrick Rose is checked in for Tony Snell.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
And let's check out stats for Pau Gasol. He's coming off an excellent season.
Your Lovables. Give him a hand. Come on, Chicago.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Nets trail by 7. They set the pick. Dishes to Freak. He kicks to Robinson. Feeds it to Freak. Shot clock at 5. Out to the right wing. Shoots. Livingston, no luck.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
That's good. Gasol's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And that one's good. Freak.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Inside, here's Porter. Yes, it's Rose with the assist that time. And the Bulls lead by 9.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
There's a screen by Robinson. Bargnani sets the screen for Freak. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Picked by Bargnani. Livingston dishes to Freak. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
The D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
6 of their last 10 points have come by way of the two-pointer.
And it's Rose penetrating. Mirotic has a wide open look. Again, Chicago. Five seconds left in the third quarter. Livingston. Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! The third quarter comes to a close. Bulls out front. They lead by 6. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Some changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol is checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. And Tony Snell subbed in for Mike Dunleavy. And then for Brooklyn, Bargnani is checked in for Young. And Freak subbed in for Bogdanovich. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. Mirotic is out there with Tony Snell. And it's Gasol and at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Rose kicks to Snell. Here's Gasol. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Noah comes in for Mirotic. That's Dunleavy in for Tony Snell. Bargnani kicks to Freak. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Dunleavy.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Guys, it's their hard work inside that has them out in front. But they can't let off now. They've got to keep it going.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Johnson kicks to Freak. Lopez against Noah. Brunette's working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Bargnani inside the three-point line. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Now just a 2-point Bulls lead. Chicago has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Rose goes in. Jack with the defensive effort. Net shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. He dishes it to Lopez. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Freak kicks to Jack. To the inside. Stolen by Noah. Again throws. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Freak kicks to Johnson. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 4 to shoot. To take the lead. It's good from beyond the arc.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
And here are the Bulls now. Rose gets to Gasol. It falls!
Somebody set a fire under Pau Gasol.
Here's Jack. Clark, a big-time possession here.
Tell you what, their hearts have to be racing right now.
Now, Freak. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lopez. Money!
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Right wing. Dunleavy for three. The three won't fall. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those 5 seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visit.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joe Johnson.
What an unbelievable night he had passing the basketball. He was in total harmony with the other 4 guys on the floor and created countless easy chances with his assist work.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
Was this game a little too close for comfort?
Well, you never want games to be that close if you can help it. But the important thing here is that we came out with a W. Sure, we didn't execute exactly the way we wanted to, but we got it done in the end. And that's all that matters to me.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
Honest answer? No, I'm not. I feel like we're a better team when I have the ball in my hands because of the way I create. Simple as that. Get me the ball, and the wins will follow.
You went through a lot last year as you got acclimated to being in the NBA. And then you went through a tough time in the offseason with the death of your childhood friend, Victor. Can you explain your mindset to us as you try to move forward this season?
Look, last year went by in a flash, so I ain't even thinking about it no more. It's about what I can do now with this team right here. Vic's gone, and sometimes I still can't believe it. But he's in a better place. And that has nothing to do with my play this season. None. So from now on, let's not bring up my past, and let's keep these things a basketball only, all right? I'm ready to take the next step this season, and that's all you need to know. Thank you.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. Guys, let's dig into some of the players who might be, less known to the viewers and talk about some of the more underrated players in the league. Who would be your picks? Underrated guys, Kenny?
I like Paul Millsap. I think he's underrated. I think his value to the team. There's a bunch of guys on that Atlanta team that's underrated. Teague and Millsap. Markieff Morris down up in Phoenix.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Brooklyn, New York, as the Nets take it to the hardwood here at the Barclays Center. Last game for the Nets, they picked up a W against the Bulls in Chicago.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, what jumps out at you?
Nets trail by 6. Here is Livingston. He had 10 points in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. No good on that one. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Magic. And he sinks the second.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets. There we go, fans. That was your Brooklyn Nets. Give it up.
The Magic leading by 5. Watson with it. Passes to Vucevic. Here's Azania, guarded by Robinson. And Azania gets it to go.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical, dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Bargnani sets the screen for Freak. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Watson's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Vucevic the pass to Hazania. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Hollis Jefferson, good. Now just a 2-point Orlando lead.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Here's Hazania, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too, so nothing subtle about that one.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Now here's Freak. He had 16 points in the win against Chicago. 5 to shoot. Here's Bargnani, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Watson kicks to Dedmon.
Looking now at some numbers for Livingston, how he performed last season was around 5 points per game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And he'd like to put last year behind him, hoping for a much better showing this time around.
Yeah, it was a year to forget, clearly. Clean slate now, though. He just needs to stay positive.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And, guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And it's Freak missing.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
To the wing on the left. There's the screen. The high post shot. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Here is Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Here's Azania. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Here is Livingston, trailing by 4. Picked by Bargnani. Livingston dishes to Bargnani. Here's Robinson, and it's blocked. The dive for the ball. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. So it's Brooklyn now, and that one's good. Freak.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
There's a screen. Here's Azania. Here's Dedmon. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. No good on the free throw. And Brooklyn making a change here. Lopez is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Brooklyn trailing 3-on-3. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
A short time ago, Quinn Snyder and I were able to chat. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense, guys.
And so they should, because that's what it's going to take. This is such a tough D to break down. They're going to have to play a smart game offensively.
Well, there's no denying that. I mean, you're not going to get by on skill alone. I mean, you've got to have the strategy and the skill working together.
But they'll get another chance. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Livingston kicks to Freak. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Watson. He's covered closely. Down low, here's Vucevic. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Livingston. The shot is off, so Orlando will take it the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end. And force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away.
The feed to Freak. Robinson passes to Livingston. Here's Freak. And that's not going to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
We sat down with Freak to discuss how he's handling the loss of his close friend. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Freak Clark and his family.
Without question. I mean, it's a really difficult road to navigate, the loss of a loved one or a close friend. And sometimes, even though it's difficult, with that kind of weight on your heart, the focus you have to give to the game can sometimes be a source of solitude, because you really can't be thinking about anything else when you get between those lines. And sometimes that can be helpful in the process of moving forward.
Well said. Your perspective is always appreciated.
Appreciate that, Kevin.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
All fueled up and ready to go. Nets trail by 9. Dishes to Freak for the 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got assist number 5 here tonight. Watson kicks to Harris. The dish to Dedmon. Magic moving the ball around to the inside. Hezonja, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hezonja's got 11 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Here's Freak. Can't get it to go. And Orlando will come the other way. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
And going back to last season, they really struggled for wins. And even against a team like this with comparable talent, they didn't manage one win in the season series.
Yeah, and you know they wanted to have a better showing against them. Maybe they can take a step in the right direction tonight, guys.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Magic leading by 10. Pass to Hezonja. It's tipped and stolen by Freak. Goes up. Finishes the break with a slam.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. Steele leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer no good.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Picked by Bargnani. Feeds it to Freak. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He kicks it to Freak. There's a screen by Robinson. Stripped it away. And here's Watson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the right side. Grace, defended by Bargnani. Another miss by Orlando.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Robinson. Now, Freak. He's got 16. Watson with it. Here's Hezonja. Kicks to Harris. Five on the clock. Steps back and fires. Harris missing again.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot.
Freak kicks to Livingston. Wide open look. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Bargnani.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The pass to Harris. Watson up top. He dishes it to Dedmon. Here's Hezonja.
2 minutes.
Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Goes up with a stripe. Here's Dedmon. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game, as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And a wide open look for Freak. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now, here's Watson. Defense is right there. Grace. It's good from long range. He's got 8.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Livingston now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Harris against Robinson. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got 11 points.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's a screen by Robinson. Livingston dishes to Freak. Another shot, Bargnani. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Bargnani. Now, here's Watson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Poked loose. Pass to Hazania. Uncovered. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Orlando out in front. They lead by 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
I don't think there's some magic answer to that. Defense aren't exactly a puzzle there's a solution to. Sometimes all you can do is hoist it up.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Magic making a switch here. Magic leading by 9. Freak in at shooting guard. Bargnani is out there with Robinson. And there's Livingston. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. And Oladipo, here we go. That's good. Oladipo's got 15.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls made some major contributions. He picked up 16 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. This was a big win for him and his team as they snap a losing streak with that win, guys.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, G.A.?
Not at all. He was great. That's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
Picked by Bargnani. Jumper off the screen. Livingston, no luck.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. No way you expect him to miss that shot.
Oladipo with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Oladipo goes in. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Freak. Nets trail by 11. Hollis Jefferson passes to Livingston. Robinson a screen on Payton. The feed to Bargnani. Robinson left side. Livingston kicks to Bargnani. Great D that time from Vucevic.
They don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Dishes to Gordon. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. Hezonja comes in for Oladipo. And it's Watson in for Payton. Here's Hollis Jefferson. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Grace. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nets trail by 12. The dish to Freak. Shoots a three. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got his third rebound on the night. Pass to Watson. Pass to Hezonja. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And it's blocked. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Feeds to Freak. Robinson sets a screen for Freak. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Freak's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept them in it.
And not known as a rim rattler. I mean, he's usually kind of rooted to the floor, not elevating to the rim.
Well, Greg, with his length, he doesn't have to go far to get to that rim.
Now, I tell you what, guys, he got it right there without a problem.
Kicks it to Watson. They set the pick. The pass to Dedmon. Rejected by Bargnani. Here's Freak. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And let's check out the numbers for Watson. How he performed last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Passes it to Dedmon. On the wing, Gordon. Guarded by Robinson. Pass to Hezonja. For 3. And he gets it to go. Hezonja's got 14.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And Gordon over to help. And there's the feed to Bargnani. Takes it from 10. Nice jump shot. Good. 11 points in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Chance here now to see how the Nets ranked in the NBA last season. 6th in blocks, 11th in field goal percentage. And they closed out the season in the top half of the NBA in second chance points, but they were hoping to do better in that area, just didn't quite get it done.
And speaking of all their block shots, certainly a team that when you took it inside, you had to keep your head on a swivel. They were lurking at all times.
5 on the clock. Here's Hezonja. Whoa!
Goodness. Woo! And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Bargnani. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Just absolute domination in this one for Bargnani. He has 11 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
It wasn't a good one. Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Orlando. Here's Azania. He's got 16. Grace. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nets trail by 12. Freak dishes to Johnson. Rejected by Harris. Pass to Watson. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defense. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what checked in for the Nets. Nets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Hezonja. Watson out there with Payton. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Jack passes to Freak. 6 to shoot. Johnson, that's for 2. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Oladipo outside. From 13. Big pounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Oladipo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing
and Jack kicks to Freak. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Orlando leading by 12. Now the pass to Hezonja. The 3. The shot misses. The Nets go the other way with it. Outside Jack. He feeds it to Freak. Jack dish. And that's now 27 points for Freak.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
Johnson against Oladipo.
2 minutes to go in game 2.
Johnson over to help. Oladipo, the pass to Watson. Oladipo with a screen on Young. Here's Hezonja. Jack with the rebound.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Freak. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The Magic shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. Dishes it to Oladipo. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Hezonja. A three-pointer is right on target. Hezonja's got 10 points in just the second half.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Young, right side. Freak kicks to Lopez. The 9-foot shot, and the shot is good.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Magic.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And it's always nice to get win number 1 against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Nets.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass.
Everywhere, defensively, offensively, the effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now the dish to Robinson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for your Nets, Thomas Robinson.
And so he makes both from the line. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Pass to Hezonja. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
Well, he showed us just how...
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.